everyone, I'm Ashley. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to just get my reactions on the preliminary uniforms that have been released for the 2024 Olympics that are happening today. Today's opening ceremony. So I'm excited to just see what some of the countries are doing, and hopefully, because it's in Paris, we'll actually get some good fashion looks. So let's get into it. Team USA is sporting Ralph Lauren for I think the 9th time. Ralph Lauren's kind of been doing the opening ceremony looks for a while now, and to me it screams very Americana. You know, it's just a very nice, simple tailored blazer with obviously the red, white, and blue detailing, and then the patches, and then the Ralph Lauren little monogram, and then the nice denim pants, the jeans, the tie, everything about it very much screams America to me. And I think it's a nice, very simple, tailored look. So I'll be excited to see our athletes do the opening ceremony in that look. And the closing look is actually very different to what I'm used to seeing, or what kind we're used to seeing, with a more motocross styled jacket. It's a matching set essentially, with white denim pants and a white denim motocross style jacket with USA across the chest, and I really like it. I think it's a lot edgier than the opening ceremony look, and I think that's a nice alternative to what we usually see our American athletes wearing. So I really like the all white look. I like matching sets, and it's basically a matching set, and I really like it. I would totally want the jacket if I could buy the jacket. Overall, I think the US looks are really good, very representative, and I think that they will look really good in Paris during the ceremonies. Next, we have the France uniforms designed by Berluti, and these ones are very nice, tailored looks. They are based on, like, they're kind of inspired by a tuxedo design, so both the men and the women have their version of a tuxedo kind of going with the jackets. The men have like the full sleeves, and the women can have no sleeves if they wanted, or the skirts. I think it's a very nice tailored look for the French team, and I really like the coloration that they did on the lapels. I think that is a nice way of showing their country through that, and I think it's a really pretty fade, and I think it just adds a little bit more of a fashion touch to an otherwise very simple tailor silhouette. And I think it's a very pretty and pretty good representation of, I think, what the French would be doing with their uniforms. Next is Australia, and their uniforms were designed by Sportscraft, and again, it's another very tailored look that is usually the norm for most countries. I feel like having some sort of like blazered number is what I kind of remember from the Olympics. But these ones are the nice, you know, Australia green blazer with the yellow detailings in either the embroideries, or for the girls, they have the yellow like actually in the skirts that they're wearing. I think it's a nice look for their team to have like that mixture of the short and the skirt. I also like not seeing pants. I know a lot of the countries will be wearing pants, including the US, right? But it's a nice break, and I like the pale kind of khaki short that they're wearing. Overall, I think it's a good look for Australia. Definitely represents them well. I just like the the Australian green the most. I think that's such a pretty color, but it is a good, solid uniform for Team Australia for sure. Next is Spain, and they only released pictures for, I'm assuming, like the village wear with the jumpsuits and like their non-ceremony uniforms. So we only have the tracksuits as the visual. We'll obviously see the actual uniform during the ceremony, but I really like this tracksuit that they created. Joma is who designed the uniform, and it's inspired by carnations, which is super important in Spanish culture. And I really like how they incorporated those flowers in the sleeves of the jacket. And then I love the red pant, and I love the almost like sunrise fade that they have going. I think it's super cute. It's like a super cute tracksuit, and again, it feels very Spanish to me, so I think it works. And I'm a sucker for matching sets, and I love this set. It'll be exciting to see what they actually wear during the opening and closing ceremonies, but for like the general standard of the Spanish uniforms for the team, love this one. Love it, love it, love it. Now, out of all of the countries that we've been able to see kind of little snippets of, Mongolia kicked everyone's butt. This uniform for the opening ceremony is stunning. It is so gorgeous. It is so different from what I've seen with most countries. It is such a cultural creation, and I absolutely love this look, both the men's and the women's. I know there's two different ones for the girls and then two different ones for the guys, but these two were so good. They were designed by Michael and Amazonica. This is like, the Olympics is the time to like really push your country's culture and to kind of like push some innovation with these uniforms, and it's just perfect. Mongolia really surprised me, and I know that this country's looks have been kind of blowing up in the fashion community all over social media. People have just been in awe of this country's outfits, and I agree. It's so pretty. Just everything about like all of the embroideries and the paneling in the front and the way that everything sits, and it's so pretty. And I don't know really much of anything about Mongolia, but I can tell that this is just the best way to represent their culture and their country, and it is so amazing. I love this. Love, love, love. They won the prize. I don't have to see like, I probably don't even have to see like all the other countries, and I'm still gonna think that they probably won. But it's just so pretty. And the blue and the gold, everything, it's just so pretty. Mongolia, you did a good job. You really did. Kudos to you. Next, we have the uniforms for Haiti, and I thought they were another good representation of pulling more of a cultural thing and trying to be a little bit more creative with what they did for the uniforms. Their uniforms were created by a designer named Stella Jean, and they used art from a Haitian painter named Philippe Dodard. I think that's how you say it. I apologize if I said it wrong. And they are it's super pretty. I think on the women's uniform, I love the structure of the top and the way that the shoulders flare out a little bit, and there's definitely more of a waist with the dress, or with the, excuse me, with the skirt under it. I love the boots. I think the whole look for the women specifically is very, it honestly feels very elegant to their culture, and I really like it. And I think the men's uniform is also super nice. I love the pants. I love that the jacket is so different from the women's uniform, but it still has a similar vibe to it, obviously with the women having like the shirt underneath, so it pulls it together. But overall, I think their uniform is really pretty, and it definitely gives off a little bit more fashion than teams like Australia and even the US kind of. But it's very, very pretty, and I think it's a winner for Haiti, and I hope to see all the other countries give off more of this kind of vibe as well. Last is Turkey, and I was actually very surprised with this one. I don't know much about the country in general, but I really liked the white, red, and blue uniforms that they designed. And they were designed by Vaco, I believe that's how you say it. And there's like two different looks. It's either like a pant look or a skirt look. Both have different versions of blazers, and I think they're super cool looking. I love the blue the most, and I really like the pant look the most over the skirt look. But I think that it's a really pretty outfit. I like how on the back look, the one with the pant, I like how it has like the little detailings of red and white everywhere, and like the main focus is the blue. And on the front one, I like how it has the paneling, the pleats on the skirt. I like how it isn't just a blue skirt and there's color on the other side of each pleat. Overall, I think it's a nice look. I would say it is not the best, obviously, but it's still a super nice look. I think it's a good representation for Turkey. Overall, definitely successful in their design. There were other countries that we had some sort of visuals for. None of them were, they didn't seem like opening or closing ceremony looks to me. They seemed like their regular, like maybe like podium uniforms or just their village wear. You know, like they posted stuff for Canada and I believe Great Britain as well. And they did stuff for China, Korea. I know they did stuff for India, a few other countries, but they all looked like non-opening ceremony stuff, so we probably won't see a lot of that stuff until the actual ceremony. We'll see more probably tailored looks and less sporty looking designs. But overall, with the stuff that we did see, I liked most of it. I loved the village wear that was posted. I loved the US looks, and I will be proud of our athletes. But Mongolia kicked everyone's butt from what we can see. You know, there might be another country that we have no idea what they're wearing yet, but at this point, before the ceremony even actually happens, Mongolia did the best. And that's it for the uniforms preliminaries, I guess, since we only saw so few of the countries. Let me know down in the comments what uniform you liked or where you're from, so what country you're gonna be rooting for. Obviously, I'm American, so, you know, US all the way. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.